Let's hear from the coach. This is Behind the Beard with Bobby Smirniotis, Forge FC head coach and sporting director. Now, the woman who takes us there, here's Mackenzie Barwell on the
a lot of
Forge
fun times
Audio
around
Network.
Here. All right, what do we got today?
Season 2, Episode 3 of Behind the Beard. Let's go.
Do it.
My mission is not to forget the episode numbers, because I think last season I really struggled with that.
Those numbers.
Right.
Numbers.
Naturally.
Yeah, we're not going to go back to that.
No. Okay, well, first of all, did you get your coffee from said cafe in Victoria that we talked about?
Yes, we did, in Langford.
Sweet.
Langford, 15 minutes, I think, outside of Victoria.
Oh, okay.
So there we go.
Yeah.
So, we fly into Victoria, but we're nowhere near Victoria. If you've ever flown out to Vancouver Island, the airport's about, I think, 45 minutes away.
Okay, so I can't really say Victoria.
No.
Yeah, I see.
And, we'll put it into perspective. Coach Nikos, who's here from Greece this year, and he's like, where's Victoria? I'm like, that's somewhere over there. But it said we're flying into Victoria. And then I had to explain to him all of that. So that took a while.
Just get on the plane. We'll get there eventually. And then your way home, red eye.
Red eye. So it was a tough one. I don't sleep in the plane. That's the problem.
Well, you're definitely not going to in the aisle seat. That's for sure.
How is there a difference?
I don't know. I feel like you could lean up against the window.
No.
Okay.
When was the last time that whole area has been cleaned?
Oh, okay. That's a great point. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm falling asleep way too easily on planes, not thinking about that.
Coach Nikos was out, sitting next to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he slept.
Is the setup with the seating, is the seating arrangement the same every time?
Not really.
Mix it up?
No, mix it up. It's a little random, but this time we're together. It was a 3 and a 2.
Okay, yeah.
Set up, so it was comfy.
Was he one head on your shoulder?
No. Good friends. Not that good.
Not that close. How about Mother's Day? Was your Sunday enjoyable?
Yeah, it was nice.
Even though you had 0 hours of sleep?
The goal was to get home and not sleep. That didn't happen.
Oh, so you passed out when you got back?
Yeah, I tried.
Happy Mother's Day.
tried hard. But I was up by 11 and then spent a nice day. It was nice weather outside.
It was super nice.
Yeah, nice walk about the town.
Perfect.
There you go.
I feel like 11's not that bad, actually.
It's not that bad at all.
Considering when you got home around 7 a.m.?
7:30, I think I was in the door. Tuesday today?
Yeah, I've lost track, to be honest.
That's the problem. Give a day off and you start losing track of what's going on.
Was yesterday off for?
Yesterday was off for everybody. Just a few guys were in. Been a busy schedule the last 10 days, and we're heading into another busy schedule with games on Saturday, Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So I just felt like it was the right time just to give the guys an extra day just to re-energize, get back here, get focused, so we go to this next important 10 days for the club.
So we'll talk about that, the matchup against Pacific, and then naturally transition to the home game on Saturday against Vancouver. And then because that game, I think the theme is staycation, I have some vacation-related questions for you. Okay?
I like vacation.
Perfect. So looking back at Saturday, I was watching the broadcast, and one of the first things I noticed was a different look to the starting 11 in relation to the last Montreal game. Right. Particularly in the center mid, we saw Noah and Ali in the 6 and 8, and then Borges in the 10 position. So what was the thought process there, and what did that look allow you guys to do? Yeah,
we've got good players. So the thought process sometimes is pretty easy. We've got good players. Noah Jensen's one of them. He's a very good one, and starts off the season, right before kickoff to the season with an injury, kind of puts him back, and I thought it was a good moment to get him into the starting lineup and kind of kickstart him, and knowing the quality that he gives us as a player and the balance he can give us in there. And the same thing with Kwesi, moving into that left wing spot. It's a place where he's had a lot of success last year. He had 2 of his best games out there, scoring goals and getting on the statistical board with some assists. And we wanted to freshen up the team a little bit too. We're coming off of a big game on Tuesday, long travel, change in time zones, all of that combined, and I wanted to get some fresh faces in there. Jassem in the goal, who's been excellent in training, and it just shows that we've got players that step up, and this was a game there you're theoretically playing for top of the table, and we've got guys all across our team who can step up and play. Right.
How much are changes like those ones attributed to how congested the schedule is and utilizing the rotation?
Yeah, there's a few things. One is you look at that, the congestion of schedule. Other things you look at, you've got quality players, and sometimes they're not getting on the pitch, and you need to get them on the pitch the one thing I've known over these 5 years is every player on the team is going to be important to winning. So they need to be ready. They need to not just be prepared, but they need to have match minutes. So it's a balancing act for us as coaches, and it's one of the toughest things in the job, and the toughest thing that I've found here at Forge. We've been blessed with a lot of good players, and a lot of good players need to get on the pitch at some time. So you find the right moments to do it, the right games to have that done. Obviously, with a congested schedule, it makes things a little bit easier because you want to, not rest some players, but protect them from any nagging problems they have that could become bigger along the way.
Mm-hmm. And Jass, as you mentioned, new face in between the goalposts. What's that going to be like, balancing minutes with him and Kalongo? Because you said in the post-game press conference that you're kind of in the situation where you've got two starting goalkeepers, and he stepped up pretty big.
Yeah, it's one thing we've seen, through preseason and through training, he's been excellent. Thing is, this guy Chris Kalongo has been excellent as well, and he's been very steady for us. And just with like a few other guys, I thought this was the right moment to make some changes in the lineup and get some guys in there. And I think he's gone out there and he's done an excellent job for us. What
were some of the first things that you noticed about Jass prior to him coming to this team? What were some of the things that attracted you to him?
Yeah, I think one of them is we had him here 2 years ago. So we had seen him for I think it was 10 days in summer.
Told me that actually.
So, we knew about him. Good energy, good locker room guy, and then as a keeper, very excellent in 1v1 situations. Shot stopping is just, the guy stretches and gets out to things. And a lot of it, to be honest, comes from his positive mindset. He's got great energy about him, great energy in training. And that's not always easy, especially for him through these first few weeks in Kalongo getting, all of the matches up to this one. He's been fantastic. His level keeps on getting better in training, and that's the one thing that players can control, their level in training. They can't control sometimes whether they're in the lineup, out of the lineup, because in the end of the day, that's the decision of the coaching staff. But what you can do is keep yourself ready and put the coach into a good problem. And that's what he's done along with other players as well.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to be in, but also a good problem to have. I forgot that he was here 2 years ago.
Yes.
Remind me what that was for?
He just come in to train with us. He was in his senior year at the University of New Hampshire. And just came in to train with us so we get a look at him for the future. And there you go. The future, a couple of years down the road, he's here.
That's so funny. Yeah. And also funny that him and Dom share the same head coach from university.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, we'll look ahead now to Vancouver. As I said, they come here on Saturday. What's the mentality and focus going forward? Because I feel like this is maybe the first time in a while where you've had 5 days straight worth of training. Yeah. Or I guess 4 days with Monday off. Yeah,
the mentality is the same. We've got a little bit of time ahead of us. It's not just a quick turnaround in the game. And we know this is the next important match for us. 3 points is critical to us to make sure we're staying at the top of the table, and it sets you up for what's going forward. Vancouver is shown to be a very resilient team in their first matches of the season. Just doing a great job both on and off the ball, and we know they're going to come in here and they're going to be at the best when it comes to work ethic. On our end, I think we've been playing some excellent football this season. It's just a matter of kicking it up a notch each and every week. We just can't be happy with where we've been, what we've done. It's about how we get better, how we get quicker, and just how we get sharper in and around the opponent's goal.
Right. Okay, so you've got a couple of days until Saturday, and then after that it's another quick turnaround. So does the way you organize or structure training this week at all change, knowing that there is that quick turnaround and the traveling to Montreal shortly after? Yeah,
you have to take everything into consideration, just from a physical load on the players and what you're doing. So you plan for that for this week coming up until Saturday, and then there's a plan going into the next game. But everything's geared towards what we need to do Saturday. I'm always focused on one game, never the game before and never the game after.
Yeah.
That's important for us because a lot of times you can look past this and say you got a big game in the cup, to get you into the next round. But the most important thing is 3 points on Saturday. The rest doesn't matter, and that also affects the mood going into the following game. So there's no point of thinking what's next. Just deal with what you got in front of you.
Okay, well, I'm going to go against what you said briefly just for a second. Go before to Pacific, because even though it was a draw 0-0, there were plenty of scoring opportunities, high quality ones at that. So what did you like or what's one thing you liked about the team that allowed you to create those that you'll want to see repeated on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we showed a lot of good patience, to be honest. On the ball, we faced a Pacific team that's a lot different than the past. A team that really sat back and closed the spaces and played in a low block, looked for counter-attacking opportunities on what's a pretty small field for our league. So, we had to be patient because then you can fall into traps and allow them to get out into the counterattack. So I was really happy with that. On the flip side, I thought we could have been a little bit more aggressive in the final third. The moments we were brilliant in the first half with David Chouanier getting through and hitting the crossbar in that moment. But those were moments that I think we probably had another handful to more to do, and maybe we shied away from it. And that's match tempo. We need to be able to regulate it, to keep it, at a slower pace, to bring it into a higher pace. And I think that's what we could have done a better job on that day.
Okay, well, staycation, as I said. I feel like we've had a few conversations about, places that you've traveled, places you want to go. But today we're getting a little bit more specific.
Okay.
Are you the type of person to plan every detail of a vacation, or are you more of a go with the flow? Like, do you have an itinerary? I feel like you do.
No, I don't have an itinerary, but I know where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have to be somewhere at a certain time, but if I'm going somewhere, I know what's there.
What do you mean?
Pick a place.
Okay.
Where was my last vacation? Aruba. I went to Aruba. So before I got there, I kind of knew what restaurants, what places were the things to see, and so on.
Yes.
But it's not planned.
Right.
I don't want to figure it out while I'm there.
Okay.
Because then you're, digging into my beach time. When I say beach time, I mostly mean beach chair, lying back time. So once you're there, it's all about relaxing. But you need to know, the 10 spots or the 10 things you need to do.
So you got
now, I don't care if I would do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if I don't do it at all.
Options.
But I don't research while I'm there.
Okay, yeah, good call. Yeah. So you do that
pre-planning.
Oh, that's crucial.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just like a list of options, get to it.
Just like the match.
Right.
You pre-plan for the match, then you're in the game and it's dynamic. Then you just got to make choices on the spot and let things go.
Does everything have to be soccer for you?
Sometimes my kids say this.
Like, what? Come on, I'm trying to... Okay, that's fair. I also went to Aruba recently, actually. Oh, beautiful place.
Fantastic.
Not that this is about me, but...
Where did you stay? No.
I'm actually trying to remember where I stayed. What's your preference, if there is one? Solo traveling, with friends, or family?
Solo, like by myself, or with friends or family?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the answer is obviously family. Now, if I had come on here and said solo, my kids watch this.
Yeah, I was going to say careful
It'd be a problem.
Here.
So even if I went that way, I'd have a problem, but definitely family. All the time.
Correct answer.
Love it. It's the best.
Was Aruba with the entire family?
Yes.
Okay, fun. Is there a bucket list destination that you want to go to in heaven?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. Humor me.
I mean, you can just drop me off in Greece every year.
Yeah, true. True.
If I'm there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week, I'll find a different place.
Yeah.
Nice things to do. I'm low maintenance that way. I'm not that big, but nice sun.
You're so go with the flow that you could be dropped off literally anywhere.
In Greece, yes.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
I'll figure it out there.
Do you go out of your way to find souvenirs and keepsakes on vacation?
No. Goes back to my original point of what I do on vacation. Why are you looking back here?
Looking at all your keepsakes.
Does it look like these are from vacation?
Okay, that's fair. I just thought you would be a collector in that way.
No. My wife collects sand from the beach, some seashells.
Oh, okay,
like this.
Nice. Yeah.
My kids, no. That's cutting into my time.
Beach chair time.
Pre-planning, and the rest, you just go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Not much for day trips either.
No.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say. Excursions or beach chair.
Beach. Different beach, maybe?
You could explore.
Yeah.
This one I was excited to ask because, again, I have something related to this. Any vacation mishaps that have turned into funny stories?
I want to say we lost luggage on my honeymoon. Now that I'm going back.
You think so?
Yeah. It did come middle of the week.
Oh, no. Where'd you go?
What did you need it for?
Real.
Yeah,
I don't know. Where are you going? Oh, okay,
beach.
Yeah.
We got a theme going on here, eh?
Yeah.
Coach loves the beach.
I'm going to stop
It
asking
is,
questions.
downtown. I'm a little busy during the year. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things going on. Sometimes when you get away, you just want to get
Vacation
away.
is to literally not move or think.
So if you've only got 10 days or 2 weeks, that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
My last long vacation was in 2018. It was the year before the CPL started. I obviously knew I was going to be here. So I took 5 weeks, was it, in Greece.
Oh, nice. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. You moved in.
My family was there already for a couple of weeks, so they spent about 8 weeks there, and I did 5 weeks, and that was that.
Wow.
And then here we go.
Here we go, Forge FC.
Yes.
So, how will you be taking advantage of the staycation theme on Saturday?
Staycation theme. So what is the staycation theme? Is it a long weekend this?
Yes.
That's why we're talking
Mhm.
staycation.
Yeah.
I'll be enjoying the sunshine at Tim Hortons Field.
Will we see you at any point on the bench just soaking it all in, or is that...
Definitely. Have you ever seen that face on me? You may not see the
No.
excited one, but definitely not the guy who's just sitting back relaxing.
You should try for just a few minutes, maybe sitting, as opposed to the old.
Did you watch the game in Pacific? I was sitting the whole time.
Really?
Comfortable chair.
So that's
You'll
just...
notice based on the stadiums, if there's a comfortable chair, I sit.
Okay, so we're kind of exposing THF here for not really having any good options for the seating.
Yeah, it's not the best for me to sit down and sit there. That's why I'm working on my meniscus for about 40 minutes in calf on the sidelines.
Forge first, then your
Yeah.
meniscus. Okay, Bobby, well, good luck this weekend, and thanks for episode 3.
Thank you. So where's the next vacation?
Right here, Tim Hortons Field,
There we go.
on Saturday.
See you Saturday.
This has been Behind the Beard with Mackenzie Barwell and Bobby Smirniotis. If you like what you heard, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share.